Hey guys, and welcome to Crazy Gamers Model Making. How you guys doing? I just want to do this little intro for the JagdTiger. This is the series build along series that I'm doing. You can either build along with the Trumpeter's 1/16 scale JagdTiger or the TACOM's 1/35th Jagd Panther. Has very similar construction and it can be built, and I can answer any questions about that because I also have that kit. But this is a slow build. There's a lot of gaps to be filled. We're making a lot of modifications based on reference material and things like that. But I just wanted to start off the video with, if you guys like what you see, like the video. If you want to see more of my content, hit the subscribe button. If there's something you don't like, leave a comment below. If there's something you like, leave a comment. Be engaged with the channel, and there will be prizes given away for those who are engaged with the channel by, responding to comments, leaving comments, and things like that. And if you truly want to help my channel grow and support me further, I have a Patreon page. It's at Patreon. It's Crazy Gamer Models, and the link will be in the description of the video. But that's all I want to say at this. I want to thank all my supporters, all my subscribers, all of those you who helped me out ever since I started this channel. So now we're going to get on with the video. Thank you. Okay, here we go. We're starting back on the transmission. We have done a little bit of work off camera, mostly because it's gaps and seams that need to be filled. So here's what we have. We have this piece right here that I have glued the rib strap onto in the way that it would have been done on the real thing. And I had started to glue on the bolt detail. This is a hexagon rod that I glued on, and then I'm going to trim it to the right height. Just going to come in here like this. Trim it off. Trim it off to right about there. Still stuck on there. And I'm going to put, I believe it's 8. I got to put across this side and down here on this side. They have to be on the bottom. They were on the top originally, and they have to go on the bottom. You know what, now I think about it, I think they have to be on the top. Let's check. Let's check in our reference book here. Yeah, they go across the bottom, as you can see here. I need to put these across the bottom on both sides. So, and I wasn't sure if they were bolts or rivets, so I'm using a very small hexagon rod, so it could be bolts or rivets. It'd be hard to tell, but it covers me both ways. So that's basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to evenly space them. I lost a little piece. Here's the little piece I cut off. So I'm just going to put another little piece on there, glue it on there. It is super fiddly work, so I can't do that on camera. It took me a while to get this straight. Then I have to put a strap this way, put all that bolt detail. And then once that's done, all this detail on here has to be painted, and then it's going to slip in there not to be seen. There's a lot of gaps on this, all down here, all here. So I've been filling those. I filled these on this section, so this section's ready to go. It's going to mount onto here, and this is going to go onto here. And then we have different levers and things to go on here. There's a lever I have to custom make. I'm going to make that out of either a firmer, stiffer piano wire, or I have some lead wire here in different thicknesses to do wiring and piping and conduits. We'll be adding a lot of that to this. So let us go to the page that we are on here, so we can get a little bit more done on this transmission. So if you look, I highlighted the stuff on this page in green that we still needed to do. I'm going to go ahead and put on C34, which is right here, which goes on like this. goes on like that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue that on, and then I can space my bolts around it. Use the extra thick quick set so we can get on a move here. I have to get a smaller brush for this quick set. This quick set brush is huge. Some brushes are smaller than others in these Tamiya sets. Some are tiny, which I love, and some are huge. The larger ones are great for some occasions, but sometimes they're just too big. So we put in that, so we're gonna go ahead and highlight C34. Now we glued on that. So now we need to put on C12, which is up here. Been waiting for us for a couple of days. That's this piece right here. And it's going to go on here, like well, this is another one of these things where the hole and the pin are two different sizes. So that's not going to fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape some of this pin off with my trusty Sharpie scalpel. I've had this issue with these pins are a little thick for slotting them where they go. I'm not saying it's a bad kit. It's just, you know, if you like to work on it and spend time on it, it's great for that. And that's kind of what you have to do. And that's the kind of work I enjoy. If it takes me 10 days to build a transmission, that's fine. I don't care. I consider that extra money's worth in my model. You know, paying $60, $80 for a model and building it in a weekend, that seems a little rip-off to me. You know, $60 on a weekend, could have went to see a movie. You know, it's the same amount of time you spent, basically. I'm going to have to trim some of that off, too. So I'm going to get my sanding stick here. Just going to sand it down a little bit. Check it here. Okay. Wow, this is insanely tight. Okay, well, it's going to fit. So what I'm going to do is I'm really going to moisten that joint with extra thin. I'll let it sit there for a little bit to get extra gooey. There we go. Put that down like that. Hold it in place. Put my extra thin in there. I hope this new camera angle is working out for you. I know I uploaded a video wrong on yesterday, but I fixed it. The correct orientation is on the YouTube now. I deleted the other one. But it seems to show the whole bench better. And I can flip the the video's backwards. Normally it's filmed backwards, but I found that in the editing software, I can roll at 180 degrees, which makes it correct. So I never knew I could do that. I'm still learning. I'm not a big fan of computers. I like this kind of thing. So we fitted C12 on, and we will set that aside for right now. Now we're working on this piece. Goes like that, and we need to put on this section right here. Needs to go on like that, right? Yes, unfortunately it doesn't fit well. Okay, so we have some Mr. Surfacer we have to clean up, so. Alright, there we go. Now we got that going on there. We can put our piece like so. Use the quick set again. Right there. One there. Dab right there. Coming from underneath here. Go. That's that. And now on the other side, we need to put this piece. Yeah, this piece right here. You can see I got that seam out. I didn't have to fill it. I was able to sand it out. And what I use to sand out round sections are these sanding frames by Flexifile. You know, you hold on to them, and they can form and make a nice round section. And you can change the grits on them, so they're nice. So this is gonna go like that. Well, that's not a really good keyed fit. It can roll many different directions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this bottom peg. See, there's a bottom peg in there, right in there, and it's not an exact fit. It can move around, so I'm going to glue that in first. And we're going to see what it looks like. That section. Get that solvent to evaporate. See, I'm going to center it on these two bolt heads up here. So there's just not much to glue onto. There's not much of a gluing surface there. Not much at all. That's definitely where it goes. So I'm going to let that to dry. I'm not going to mess with that anymore. Sit it down real gently in the back there. Okay, so we've put that piece on. So we put that piece on. And that piece. And that piece. So we did a page. Yay! We have a whole page done. Now we can go on for more pages. So here's what we got over here. Now we have a steering column. We have placing things onto. We have another one of these pieces. It's going to go on the other side. Then we have some stuff that's going to go onto the housing, but we're going to work on this section here. Now I've already built some of this. First of all, I need to put up my track weathering from the last video of the burnt panther. Check it out. It's on the channel. It's uploading currently right now. I did the tracks and did a little bit of photo etch horribly incorrectly. So that's exciting. But what can you do? I just need to check something here. Okay, so we're going to look at the steering column I made. This is the steering column I made. I'm going to do a little bit of filler work on there right now. I'm going to show you how I do that. And I'm going to put the steering wheel on it. So, the dissolve putty works, but Mr. Surfacer works just as well. I'm going to move my instructions out. I'm going to show you this filling again. Because filling is very important, and I'm not the master at it. I'm not saying that this is the bestest way to fill, but it seems to work with me. This is just some Mr. Color leveling thinner I use to get my brush ready to go. Alright, so I'm going to come in here, dip a little bit. Roll it on the side, and then I'm just going to dab it in there. Dab it in there like that. Dab it on. Just dabbing it. Because it's going to shrink into that gap. Probably could use a slightly smaller brush, but this is the one I grabbed. Gently turn it over. I'm going to grab some more of that, spin it on the, then I'm going to dab it all along here. Now, that's going to take a few minutes. It's going to shrink down. As you can see on this side already up here, it's already shrunk into the gap. So I'm going to dab there like that. Oh, it seems good. And it shrunk up a little bit right here. And then there you go. That all cleaned off. And I'm going to grab alligator clip stick. I'm going to put that on a stick like that. And I'm going to set it in to my foam I have over here, so I don't get it everywhere like I normally do. Okay, so let's see here. We're already at 18 minutes. I don't want these to be super long videos because I can see how that could be boring. So let's see. I've already glued up this section here, which is 17, 18, and it's going to go onto here with the same kind of fit issues the other one had. So we should get that on there too, I guess. So let's put this on. Just glue it in very carefully, trying to get as much glue off of the brush as I can because it likes to soak it up. And basically I'm gluing it on these glue heads here. So let's see here. Yeah, that looks like it took. So we got that on there. So let's sit that down. So let us check to see what we've done. We've done C39, 24, boom, boom. Not the steering wheel. We have done this, this, and put this on. So let's see if we can't work on this shifting lever of sorts. Remember, I use this magnetic mat that keeps all my stuff organized. So I have 28 right here, which has been cleaned up. And then I have 29. And then I have my little lever. So we're going to put the lever onto there. Then we're going to put this. And we're going to have it standing straight up, I guess. Well, I guess I have to select the gear here. I'm going to select one. There we go, that's the one I want. I want the one all the way forward. Oh, that's not going to work either. There we go, I think I got it. I need to pinch it down here where I have to glue it. The lever is semi-loose. Coming with a quick set. Really clean off my brush on this one. Just dab it right down that seam. Just to get a little bit in there. I don't want any going under my finger. And I'm going to come over here. The difference, just this corner right there. You know, for a tank with such large parts, it does have this occasional teeny-weeny part. So, there we go. There is this little shifter assembly that will go into here eventually, but I want to hold off on this until I have the whole thing done. So we'll put that in. We'll put it up here and label it in our tray. So we have built this, but we have not put it on, and we won't put it on until later. So, and the same with these two parts we're going to do later. So we have C33 and 25. Here's 25. Here's 33. So that clicks into there like that. Go ahead and glue that on. I'm not quite sure what this is. Could get a decolator. It could be some kind of gauge. Not sure. We're going to glue it on. We'll figure it out. I'll look through the reference books today and see what it is. Okay, so this goes like that. And it goes right there. Wow, that's actually a nice fit. Glad to see this is going better than normal. Normally it doesn't fit together and it's all gappy. Gappy. Alright, so let's make sure that's square in there. See what it looks like with the transmission. Yeah, it looked good. So we've done this one and this one. So other than this section here, we have pretty much the gearbox done, and then we'll start the engine. So I'm going to call it for this video, and the next video, I'm going to hopefully have the bolts onto the transmission cover, and we're going to start the engine. And then we can start painting and weathering some things. But that's going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe, visit my Patreon page, all that good stuff. For Crazy Gamer Games, I am the Crazy Gamer, and let's make models together. Have a great day.